Win or go home. Welcome into sports. I'm Morgan Feller. The first week of the high school football postseason came and went, and now only 4 teams remain. We did our rounds this week and were able to catch up with those teams. We'll start in Yuma County. The Rocks face a familiar foe in Marana, a team that handled them 47-14 earlier this year, but as the season has gone on, YC has gotten better. Yuma Catholic's head coach Vernon Smith reflected on their Week 3 loss and how they can potentially play spoiled on the road.
We played well for a half, and then they exploded on us in the third quarter. Just, take away the big plays and keep competing and executing our game plan like usual and see if we can lock in a little bit more on the details and see if we can get a different outcome. We're used to traveling. We're either at home, obviously, or chances are we're in Phoenix or Tucson or wherever. Most of the time it's been Phoenix this season, but we just focus on the game and what matters, man. We don't really worry about the stuff other than the game.
The Shamrocks hit the road tomorrow to take on the Marana Tigers in their den at 7 p.m. where the winner will advance to the quarterfinals. Let's stay in Yuma. The Gila Ridge Hawks got a pretty big game this Friday, and I had the opportunity to swing by practice to catch up with head coach Jessica Slaughter and some of the guys to learn more about the game. This Friday, this group of Hawks has the opportunity to do something that's never been done before in program history, and that's win a playoff game in front of their home crowd.
We're excited. We know the opportunity that's ahead of us, and but just been watching film and scheming and just worrying about what we need to do. And the boys are excited. They understand what's ahead of them, and they want to seize the opportunity.
Estrella, I'm not ever going to take someone lightly, right? Estrella made it how far they did, but I expect our guys to come out with everything we got. You can't go in with that mentality, that's my job, I got to go get it done, because I know all other 10 guys next to me are going to get their job done, right? So it's just another day in the office for me, to be honest.
Gila Ridge understands the Wolves aren't going to be a pushover and have some weapons of their own.
I expect to see a lot of tricky plays, a lot of, guys trying to scramble out, especially their quarterback. He loves to scramble, get out there, try to run away from us. We won't let it happen,
While Estrella has a solid runner, the Hawks have one that can fly as well.
The line's good. We've been working together as a team, making each other better. And they're a big part of all the yards and all the touchdowns and stuff, because I wouldn't be where I am, without them.
And through many ups and few downs, the Hawks have had some funny moments.
We had a spelling bee. It was god-awful. We realized none of our guys could spell. We kind of had a feeling, but we didn't realize how bad it was. That was probably my favorite memory of the season.
I love Coach Slaughter's ghost stories. They're always so fun. I like the one where she's on like in the road in, I believe it was Virginia. And then there's a lady that drove by in a Cadillac, and she asked her if she found what she was looking for. And it sounded really creepy.
As the guys reflect on their season in its entirety, one of the biggest takeaways is the friendships that they've made that will last forever.
The tightest friendships are always built in football. There's no one I'd rather want to be friends with than these guys out here. These guys are my brothers. These guys mean a lot to me.
And that brotherhood is making their message clear.
It should be a win, and we should send them back home crying.
I think we're coming for it all, the state finals. We'll be there, right at ASU.
No matter what happens this Friday, this season will go down as one of the best in program history. Reporting at Gila Ridge High School, I'm Morgan Feller, KYMA Sports. Let's head to the Valley now. The Central Spartans are also just one day away from their Division III playoff matchup against Bishop, and they know they're facing one of the most dangerous offenses in the section. Central has been locked in all week as they prepare for a high-powered, fast-striking attack that has put up big numbers all season. Head coach Rookie Pena says slowing down their playmaker at quarterback will be the key, while senior Joshua Garcia says this year's chemistry and brotherhood have the Spartans ready for a pressure-packed night.
Led by Cash Herrera, who's one of the top quarterbacks in the state of California, also University of Indiana commit going to it. That the key to the game will be, in order to go ahead and keep him in check.
A lot of us being as seniors, this team's chemistry this year is different. The brotherhood's different this year, and we have our fun moments. We have our moments where we like to laugh and joke around, but we know when to lock in and we know when to be serious.
Central and Bishop's kick off tomorrow night at 7 with a spot in the next round of the CIF San Diego section playoffs on the line. We're going to stay in the Valley and travel north to Blythe for a Division V AA battle against the Mountain Empire Redhawks, where a trip to the championship is on the line. For Palo Verde's head coach Wally Grant, he wants the kids to understand how special this postseason run is.
I want the kids to appreciate where they're at and where a whole bunch of teams in Southern California or the whole state of California aren't in their position. They've already turned in gear and are working on whatever they're doing next. And so it is very special that they're at where they're at. It's only, I think, the 4th time in the history of our school that we've been this far. We don't think about what happened in the past. We don't think about what's going to happen in the future. We're focused on what's going to happen Friday night at our place.
Kickoff is set for 7 p.m. at Scott Stadium in Blythe, and you can count on Yellow Jacket faithful showing up. We'll have highlights and all the action tomorrow in NBC's Friday Night Lights. But for now, that's all the time we have for sports.